welcome to my video tutorial series on developing your own custom zombies map. On this video, I'm going to show you guys how to compile and build the map files so you can play your map. So first thing you want to do is open up Launcher. Give that a sec. And there we go. All right, now, of course, when you're building the files, you have to use Script Placer because Script Placer is the program that's actually going to give you these files for it to show up on Launcher. So let's say I'm gonna compile my Walking Dead map, The Walking Dead. All right, so first thing you want to do is go over to mod. It's the second choice right next to compile level. Click on that. You're gonna look for the name of the map that you want to compile. So in our case, it's gonna be The Walking Dead, TWD. Click on that. Now, when you compile the mod, you have to make sure that everything is checked. So we're gonna check everything. We're gonna check build mod ff fast files, and we're also gonna check build IWD file. So we're gonna have these two checked. Gonna click on build mod. Give that a few seconds. You can tell the compiler is running because it turns. You can't really select any of the buttons, and also there's gonna be a little timer on the bottom right. It's gonna let you know how many seconds it's taking to actually build the mod. So once this timer is done and the color goes right back to the program, that's when you know the mod is done. It usually takes about a minute or two. Let's wait for this to finish. Come on, baby. Show daddy some love with the mods. Right now it's going up to 40 seconds. I'm giving it maybe another 30 seconds. Usually doesn't take that long. Like I was saying earlier, if you don't have those files, it's because you didn't use the script placer. I'll have a link in the description or an annotation on this video on downloading and using the script placer. And there you go, it's done. All right, now second, there's three things you got to do. First, you build the mod. We already did that. Now we're gonna click on TWD patch. Now for this one, you're only gonna have build fast files, and of course, you're gonna make sure mod specific map is checked, and you're gonna look for the name of your mod, or at least a file. In our case, it's TWD. Gonna click on compile. This one usually takes a few seconds. There you go, it's done. Now, the last one you want to do is the dot map. It's the IWD without anything else. So in this feature right now, or at least in this case, we're going to be make sure that compile BSP is checked, compile lights, connect paths, compile reflections, build fast files, and if you want to start your map right after it's done compiling, you check run map after compile. And of course, you have to have a mod specific map checked and the name of the map you're compiling. All right, so we're going to click compile level. Just give that a few seconds. Now, in my case, I have a lot of errors because I did a lot of blending and I have textures merged together. So automatically it's going to give me some errors, but it's still going to compile, as you can see. The program is still running. Right now it's doing the light grid, and it should shoot over to the reflection probes. That's when it shows up a little cinematic video. And what it's doing right now is it's actually looking through the reflection probes A reflection probe is actually a square, and it's actually taking a picture for each side of the square, and it's adjusting the colors and everything else like that. I guess the lighting. So in a few seconds, you're going to see some pictures. That's a reflection probe. Just let this part pass through. It's still building the files. As you can see, the timer's still running. Whenever it's compiling, don't touch it. Let it do its thing. And it's almost done. Come on, baby. Wake up, hamster. I have a fairly decent computer. And there you go. It's adjusting the reflection probe. It's taking pictures so it can adjust the lighting and the colors. There we go. Give it a few more seconds and it'll start running the map. Map should be loading up any second now. Depending on how big the map file is, of course it's going to take a little longer the bigger it is. But you just give it like a minute or two and you should be in some map goodness. Mine's is pretty big, so it's going to take a few minutes. I would fast forward, but I want everybody to see what's happening when the compile is going through its stages. But it's pretty much almost done. Like I said, you can tell if it's still running because the timer's winding up right over here. If you don't have a script placer, in one of the annotations I have in the video, you'll be able to get it. Right now I'm currently using as a script placer, I'm using the UGX script placer 2.0.1. I find it to be one of the best ones out because you can add easy effects, you can add weather, you can add a load up screen, meaning it'll have like images for when you pause the game or when you're starting up the game, it'll show an image. And it's pretty nicely built, so it's one of the best ones out. Much props to whoever made it. Just give it a little while longer. Once you already have your map compiled, you don't have to build the mod. Once you already build the mod once, unless you modify those files, you won't have to really mess with it again. And as far as the patch file that we did, the second one, that's another one you don't really have to mess with. Whenever you change up anything on your map through Radiant and you save it, that's when you have to compile your map again, just so it can add the changes and make sure that everything is running smoothly. But other than that, it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Here we go. It's almost done. Once it's done, it's actually going to start loading up the map. And I'll give you guys a quick little preview on how that looks. Now it's telling me a failed loading material because I didn't have that material in the mod, but that's okay. I didn't really want it in there. The only time you should really worry is for when it actually gives you like an error where it actually stops the compiler from running. That's when you have an issue. But other than that, it's still running. Everything's still looking good. There we go. It already built the map, and now it's loading up on World of War. So give me a few seconds and we'll check this out. There we go. It's loading up the map. And there you have it. We built the game.
I think we need to turn the power
If anybody
on.
likes this video, hit that like button. Subscribe for future content. And this is one of the maps I should be releasing soon on the new Black Ops 3 mod tools. And it's coming along pretty nicely. Everything's working pretty good. This is going to be a pretty big map. It's going to be 3 times the size of Del Ree's. And a lot more features. So stay tuned for future videos. Be safe, guys.